This looks good. You don't need this little clip art over here. So let's take that out. Incredible dancer. I don't know if people are going to believe you.
I see.
You sure want to do that?
Yeah, set me up.
All right. The first time I saw the White House was in 1984. I just graduated from college. I was working as a community organizer out of the Harlem campus of the City Colleges in New York. You got to have your elbow in a little bit. All right. Release. Make sure it's on your fingertips.
Maybe I should shoot lefty.
You can try that.
I got one shot at this. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. That's science right there. I'm really proud of you, man. That's a wonderful volcano.
Thank you, man.
You don't need all the time in the world or all the answers to be the mentor someone needs. And you don't need to be an NBA star or the President of the United States to be someone's hero.
Support My Brother's Keeper.
Be a mentor.
Make the time. Go to mentor.gov and mentor in real life.
I want you to know you matter. There's nothing, not a single thing that's more important to the future of America than whether or not young people all across this country can achieve their dreams.
We are the ones to inspire our generation, to disrupt a broken system, to rise up, take action and stand for the idea of opportunity for everyone. We are the ones to change statistics, not just for the sake of young men like me.
Take a look at this.
But for the sake of America's future. Our future.
We're the ones to not give excuses, to not wait for permission to challenge biases. We just do. If they won't put our faces in their boardrooms, we won't put our faces in their stores.
We're the ones to act, to bring our unique gifts and talent.
To make sure America lives up to its grand ideals for our children and our neighbors' children. Because our futures are all tied together.
If there's no seat at the table, we'll bring our own.
We are the ones to encourage, to speak up, to stand out. I am my brother's keeper. We are the ones. I am my sister's keeper.
I am my brother's keeper.
I am my brother's keeper.
I am my brother's keeper. We are the ones.
I am my brother's keeper.
Yo soy el guardián de mi hermano. I am my brother.
I am my brother's keeper.
And I want you to be too.
Good morning, friends, neighbors, and the MBKNewRo community. My name is Henry Wanamaker. I'm a member of the My Brother's Keeper New Rochelle Advisory Board, as well as the chairperson for Milestone 6. Welcome to our first Mentoring Expo. For those of you who are unfamiliar with My Brother's Keeper New Rochelle, or MBKNewRo, this is a unique partnership between the City of New Rochelle and the New Rochelle School District, and is supported by community partners and volunteers. The New Rochelle Youth Bureau oversees this initiative. Mr. Kelly Johnson is the director of the Youth Bureau. The co-chairs of the MBK Advisory Board are Mr. Nate Adams and Mr. Daniel Bonet. The managing director of MBK New Rochelle is Colleen Gardeth. To learn more about MBK New Rochelle, please visit our website at mbknewro.com or check out the organization's posts on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. To volunteer or donate, please write to info@mbknewro.com. Today's program is an effort of the MBK New Rochelle Milestone 6 Committee. The mission of MBK Milestone 6 is to ensure that all youth remain safe from violent crime and are given second chances in life. All youth and young adults should be safe from violent crime, and individuals who are confined should receive the education, training, and treatment they need for a second chance. We believe that quality mentoring can help with both ensuring that our youth have safe spaces to grow and thrive, and also help with those youth who are in need of a second chance. To start our program, we have invited members of the judiciary to come and speak with us about some of the programs in place to help those in need of a second chance, the tools and resources to get back on track. We are very proud to have joining with us this morning 3 distinguished members of the judiciary. Honorable Kathie Davidson, Administrative Judge of the 9th District, Honorable Wayne Humphrey, Judge of the Westchester County Family Court, with also the White Plains Family Court assigned to, and also Honorable Jared Rice, Judge of the City of New Rochelle and founding co-chair MBK of New Rochelle.
Thank you. Good morning. I want to first thank the MBK of New Rochelle. I want to thank all my friends and family in New Rochelle. As everyone knows, I'm a New Rochelle resident. I'm a product of the New Rochelle school system. So this is what New Rochelle produces. I want to say that I think this is a very timely program and something completely works in line with the judiciary. So what the 3 of us are going to speak about today is the judicial response to the overrepresentation of youth in the juvenile justice and criminal justice system. All of us know that in light of the statistics, that there's a disproportionate number of children of color, specifically Black and Latino, that are in our system. Specifically, we see the growing number of girls of color, Black and Latina, that are in the juvenile justice system and the criminal justice system. And what we find is that when they do enter the system, there's a tendency for them to get increased petitions filed against them. So how is the judiciary seeking to address this issue? Specifically with different types of programs and services that we know can address the needs of the children. So specifically when you think about the family court, and I'll use as an example, I've been a judge for over 17 years. At the dispositional phase, and when you hear from Judge Humphrey and when you hear from Judge Rice, it's at the dispositional phase in the family court and at the dispositional phase at the criminal court, which is the sentencing phase. That is where we begin to implement programs and policies that will affect the life of a child. So what's quite timely is the mentorship. We all know that the statistics clearly show, research show, that if you place in the life of a young person, a mentor, one person, one significant person who they're able to ground with and reach with, that it can have the effect on their life, in addition to all the other services. So what this calls upon for the judiciary is to look at the young person that comes before us and make a determination. Are we going to look at this young person with all of their legal and social issues that brought them before the court and understand that in order to address their issues, we must come from a different perspective? Or are we going to look and make a determination that we will address those issues punitive? What I say to you today, that the 3 of us have chosen the first, that we believe that the young people that brought into our court are a result of long systemic racism. And let's call it what it is, it's racism. But we've taken the challenge on, and we hope that with you and with your partnership, that we will change the life of these children. We have, in response to the growing number of girls of color in the judicial system, created a court. It's called the GRIP Court. It's gender responsive intervention and partnership. And the P in the partnership is really what we're talking about today. Because we understand that if we haven't had mentors such as like all of you are representing here today, we know that we're not going to be able to change the life of the children. We've been able to partner with Dr. Harris of the Youth Bureau on a county level. We've been meeting with the sororities and fraternities, and some have already began to, in fact, mentor our youth. But we know the needs are greater. And that's one of the reasons why it's important to us that if you feel that your particular program can, in fact, meet the needs of youth, that we then would ask you at this point to reach out to us so I can leave my information. But I want to say something to you, and many people forget this, and this is the challenge of being a judge. Specifically to this position, it challenges, and the court has great latitude in being able to, at the dispositional phase, change that life. So in other words, I have the ability, and every judge here has the ability to dismiss a case, ACD a case, adjourn in contemplation of dismissal, and in a sense, in line with the second chances, that young person can leave that court as if there was and have not a record before them. We can't do that unless we have effective, meaningful support from the community. And one last thing, the weak link we found, especially on the county level, is when the child goes back into the community. That's where they seem to fall. We can keep them on probation because it's not the intention of the court to remain in the life of a child forever. It's a temporary fix for a temporary amount of time. So I thank you for this opportunity to be able to speak with you, share a little bit about the program, share a little bit about GRIP, which was based on a research project with NYU and Mr. Judge Humphrey. I say Mr. because he was my county attorney who worked closely with me for the last 6 years. So I'll now turn it over to Judge Humphrey, and I thank everyone for this opportunity. And I know this is my brother's keepers, but you can't forget about our girls. Judge Humphrey.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
All right. You know, I want to thank you all for being pillars of the community and joining us on this forum today. What we do know is that we're at a precipice where we're sitting here today with 3 African-American Black judges that care about the community. We have the opportunity to change this system that we all know is broken, change it for the positive for our children and for our families. One thing that we've learned, I've learned through the 23 years of working in family court in various positions, is that a particular piece was missing, a particular piece that was important, a piece that we always have understood that should be involved in our family lives. It's our community. The community is what's most important to our children. The community is what's going to uplift our children. The community is what's going to make our children successful. Through research and common sense, what Judge Davidson was able to find out was that we needed our children to have significant others in their lives, other than their parents. Significant others, social workers, doctors, lawyers, grandmas and aunties, individuals that can speak to them in clear, concise, give them guidance, give them support, buy them a pair of shoes, a coat, take them to get a haircut. Simple things that kids need. Kids need a respite away from home. That was what we found was missing from this judicial system. The community support to surround those children when they're not in our courtroom. What we found out, more importantly, is that placement of our children doesn't work. Incarceration doesn't work. Having people in the community that love them, having people in the community that they can talk to, be it a teacher, be it a doctor, be it a grandpa or grandma, someone that they can look up to. These are the resources that we need as we develop this court and move forward to make our children successful. This system has always been a punitive system where we create what we call cookie cutter dispositions and sentencing. What Judge Davidson has done throughout the years is look beyond the cookie cutter system, look at their children, look at the families, see what resources that we have in the community, develop those resources to be able to provide what the families need beyond the judicial system. And in fact, in my opinion, we're secondary because we need your help and your intervention to be able to help these children exit quickly out of the judicial system. Whether it be engaging them in school, finding what their school needs are, finding what their goals are. That's what we need, and we need mentorship. We need mentorship, and it may not be the traditional mentorship. It may not be simply someone that takes a child out every week and talks to them. It may be someone that may have been in the military, that can tell a child and show them how they apply. What are the skills that they need? What is the physical condition they need to be in? We may need someone to help them fill out college applications. Let them know what a college is. Where are the colleges in the community that they can access? Maybe help them fill out applications for jobs, for a driver's license. Simple things that an auntie, uncle, a mother could do that may not be able to do. But we have community resources there, and that may be you that can help our children. We've just recently started the Boys Grip Court, and Judge Davidson will tell you quickly. I came along with the Gender Responsive Initiative Partnership. I didn't come along. I got drug along. But what I did learn quickly was what works for girls always works for the boys. And the boys need the same support and the same guidance that the girls need. So we need strong men and women that can help us in the community, that will take the children as is, that will be able to listen to them and hear. And that is one of the skill sets that being in court with Judge Davidson for the last 17 years in various forms, that's what I've learned from her. And that's what our mentors need to be able to do, is be able to listen to our children and hear them and hear their voice. We as judges can't be significant connections in the same way that you can. We try to develop relationship with the children, but that relationship in the community is what they need to be proactive, to be engaged in creating their own dynamic and their own future. And that's why we need you. Thank you.
So thank you for that, Judge Humphrey. Thank you for your intro, Judge Davidson. I just want to give a shout out to North Carolina Central University School of Law. I know Judge Davidson always bigs up Howard, but I wanted to show my school some love today on this MLK weekend. Judge Humphrey and we did new judges school a year ago, and now today we're here doing this. I think we have another connection. My mother was the family court judge who you kind of took over for, and I took over for in the city court. So we kind of both descended from that line in a sense. So it's great for us to be here today. Shout out to the MBK crew, Henry Wanamaker, Lisa Burton, Colleen Gardefee, Devron Chambers, Nate Adams, Daniel Bonet. You know, when I became a judge, one of the sadder elements of my leaving the city council and going to the bench was having to give up this here with New Rochelle MBK. But just to see how this has grown and flourished over the years, and especially this last year during a pandemic, for us to be able to have this opportunity to have a mentoring expo, a virtual mentoring expo, and to really hone in on the needs of our children here in New Rochelle and having the community come together. So one thing that I have been able to bring to the bench, this is my second year now, in addition to my background with the New Rochelle City Council and MBKNewRo, I was also a defense attorney for 14 years. And with that, as a public defender in Mount Vernon, I had significant contacts with justice-involved youth. So one thing I learned pretty early on here in the New Rochelle City Court, and I think it kind of coincides with the new bail reform law, is that when you started to inquire as to what the young person's situation was. So in the city court, we deal with youth, emerging adults, 18 to 24, and you ask them if they're in school, if they're employed, and more times than not, the answer was no. So they were literally disconnected from the services in the community, from the resources in the community. And we were fortunate enough to be able to make initial referrals to the Workforce Development Academy for Youth at the New Rochelle Community Action Program right here at 95 Lincoln, a subsidiary of Westcott. And Dan Bonet and his team with Stephanie Dotel and Christian Gonzalez, they had been a tremendous case management arm for us. So we started off in October. We got off the ground. We now have all of our youth, emerging adults, 18 to 24, sometimes 16 to 24, in a Thursday part called the Opportunity Youth part. Opportunity Youth is a term that I learned in my days with MBK and then President Obama. So now we just literally transported that term, that label, to our part here in New Rochelle. Every Thursday we meet, we have case management, we have services regarding workforce development, we have behavioral health services, we have substance abuse, and one additional element that we want to add on to the program side was a non-programmatic mentor. That has been working out tremendously well. We have about 40 young people in our part. About 15 of them have been placed with mentors, and what we have found so far in this brief period of time is that the mentors motivate these young people to take their lives more seriously. They give them more hope. They allow them to get the resources that they need. They guide them to the programs and the treatment plans that we have set up for them. And so far, so good. We had a young man on Thursday who, when I met in November, he was angry, he was sulking, he had a charge, a criminal charge. He was 22 years old. He didn't know why he had to be in court. He didn't know why I was referring him to get help. And we got him a mentor with Rock and Ramen, one of the owners there, Rock and Ramen. Not only is he mentoring him, he provided him with a job. So now he's employed, and he just finished his case on Thursday. And instead of having a criminal record, he was able just to have a traffic ticket and pay $88, no criminal record. He ran to the court to pay that ticket, and the mentorship will continue. What we do with our mentors, we ask them to commit for 1 year. We ask merely to give 4 hours a month, and that includes checking in on your mentee. That includes some peer networking, mentor-to-mentor groups that we have, and the New Rochelle Community Action Partnership has taken the lead role in that, and I'm grateful for that. But we're always looking for more resources. So we are working with the City of New Rochelle, Julie Kavaiser from the Mayor of New Brampton's office, City Councilwoman Sarah Kay has been a strong advocate for us, and so far we've been making significant headway. One interesting aspect of our Opportunity Youth part is that usually when you get a sentence called a conditional discharge, it's merely just stay out of trouble for a year. But what we've been doing is keeping track of them over that 12-month period, because we don't want them to fall off. But what we find is that many young people do appreciate staying part of what we have started. And we have, as some people have coined it, we have become a surrogate family here in the OYP for many of these young people. So this is just the beginning. We are putting out the call for mentors. With this particular group of justice-involved youth, we're looking for those who are capable of dealing with justice-involved youth and knowing the challenges that they have. We run the gamut of having young people who have minor charges to young people with more serious charges, from unlawful possessions of marijuana to gun charges. And one thing that I also have noted and found is that it doesn't matter what your charge is, that has no indication on what you're bringing to the table, what your background circumstances are. So we don't take that much into consideration as to what the initial charge is. We look to see what your needs are, where your goals are, what you have going on for you. And we've been able to meticulously match one-to-one mentors right here from the New Rochelle community with young people who are in the OYP. We have some Mount Vernon youth who are getting arrested in New Rochelle as well. So now we're looking to venture out a bit to do some matches with Mount Vernon youth and Mount Vernon mentors, and that's a work in progress. So I want to thank Judge Davidson for allowing us to get this off the ground. I know that she has a larger vision for the 9th Judicial District as it relates to just justice-involved youth from 12 to 24. We're playing our part here in the city of New Rochelle, and the best is yet to come. You're on mute.
Thank you. Thank you, judges, for taking this time this morning to share information about your efforts in providing second chances to the young people in our community through criminal justice reform and emerging adult initiatives. Thank you so much for participating this morning, Judge Kathie Davidson, Judge Wayne Humphrey, and Judge Jared Rice. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
We know that mentoring can take on all types of forms. Mentoring can be either one-on-one or through a group, or either inspired by interest. Today we have two other individuals who are making an impact in the community. We first would like to introduce Mr. JJ West from ESPN's Pulse, People United to Lead, Serve, and Excel, one of the network's 8 employee resource groups, Mr. JJ West.
Hi, good morning, and thank you, Henry. I am just very excited to be here with you all, and just really to talk about mentorship and why why these efforts are so important. At Disney and ESPN, I'm on the Disney media distribution team, and we handle all of the marketing and distribution of our networks on many platforms. Everything from Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, to our linear networks as well. And one thing that's really important that's definitely been discussed is having representation and having folks who look like you, to represent roles and opportunities that you may have not thought of, right? So, when folks think about Disney and ESPN, they think about above the camera, athletes, but there are many different careers, both in front of the camera and behind the camera, that we want to expose our young people to. And at ESPN, Pulse is our internal group that really is at the forefront of a lot of these mentorship opportunities. And we're just really thankful to be working with the MBK group there at New Rochelle, and excited to engage with the students. Again, mentorship for me was really important coming up and seeing people who were, in jobs or roles that, I didn't even know I may have liked or even know that was available. So, we definitely want to continue to expose students to these different career paths and really encourage them and be there by their side for different questions as they make, major decisions in their lives. So with that, I will definitely be working a lot together. And again, we have a host of employees who are excited to engage with, with this community. And we certainly look forward to working with you all and building a relationship.
Thank you, JJ. And now we're also going to hear from Mr. Frank Williams, the Executive Director of the White Plains Youth Bureau, to briefly share with us his 30-year history of creating and running mentoring programs.
Good morning, Henry, and good morning, everyone. And we celebrate the work of the New Rochelle, My Brother's Keeper. And I would say that whatever happens in New Rochelle also impacts White Plains and Mount Vernon and Yonkers. And I just want to say about mentoring, we started back in 1988 with mentoring, and we know that mentoring is a science-based, evidence-based project, and it works. It works because you're putting a caring adult in the lives of a young person. And so many of our kids are growing up in homes without a father figure, a man, or a role model, or a hero. And the idea behind mentoring is to connect, engage, and help young people reach their full potential. We run a robust mentoring program in White Plains in partnership with the school district and our community partners in connection with My Brother's Keepers initiative. And recently we started a Grandpa's United program. An idea was that so many men are retiring from work. They've worked in businesses and healthcare systems and government and law firms. And what do they do after retirement? After I had my grandson, a few of us got together and said, let's start a Grandpa's United program where these men will connect, engage with kids who perhaps not having a father. And so we started with Grandpas Go to School, and right before the COVID, we were going into the school system, mentoring weekly kids without a father. And then we started sports and leadership and counseling, and currently we're working in our youth court. Any youngster who's remanded to youth court, they are assigned to a grandpa. And the goal of the grandpa is just be a friend, to connect, to give advice and wise counsel, to help these young people know that there's somebody who cares and that these young people have a future. And just because you made a mistake doesn't mean that you cannot rise above the mistake. And last year we had 27 cases, and to date we have not had one young person to reoffend. So we know that mentoring is a big part of the work that we do in the city of White Plains, because it does take a village. It does take all of us working together. And, mentors are non-judgmental. They're objective. and they meet with these young people between 6 and 8 times a week. And so I just want to put that out there. And my hope is that we could replicate a Grandpa's United program in New Rochelle with the New Rochelle My Brother's Keeper, because there are hundreds and hundreds of grandfathers in New Rochelle. And what are they doing with their time and talents? They're there. Let's engage them and encourage them to give back to New Rochelle and to all of our communities where young people are, because we know data shows that somewhere between 60 and 70% of young people are growing up in homes without a father figure. So I'm just happy to be a part of this program today, and I look forward to staying connected with the New Rochelle My Brother's Keepers initiative.
Thank you, Mr. Williams, for sharing your experience with us this morning, and we do appreciate all the work that you do. Thank you. Have a great day. If you're streaming right now, you have the opportunity, if you haven't, to register. You can still register for one of the breakout sessions. We have a breakout session coming up in a little while, and then we have a second one this afternoon, or excuse me, a little later this morning. The link is there posted. So you have that opportunity now, and we're actually going to take a short break, and we'll be back in about 3 minutes. Thank you. We're glad to be back. We hope you're enjoying what you're seeing so far and have received the information that has been given We've off to a great start, and now we're going to have the second part now where we're going to have our breakout sessions. But before we do, we are going to introduce the programs that will be having a short video presentation of their programs to introduce who they are. And we're going to hear from Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity, Delta Sigma Theta, Incorporated Sorority, Her Honor, Big Brothers Big Sister, Grandpas United, Higher Aims, Backyard Sports, and My Brother's Keeper, Rochelle.
Hello and welcome to the NeuroShow White Plains Kappa League. I'm Kappa Leaguer Jackson Marine, and I'd like to share the NeuroShow White Plains 2020 Kappa League Video of the Year with you. On January 11th, 2020, we welcomed 34 new Kappa Leaguers to the Zeta class of NeuroShow White Plains. The induction ceremony was attended by friends, family, brothers of the fraternity, politicians, and Kappa Alpha Psi member Derek Palmer. We are proud to welcome these young men to the NeuroShow White Plains Kappa League family. On February 22nd, 2020, the NeuroShow White Plains Kappa League hosted the Kappa League Summit. The summit was attended by over 300 guests and featured billionaire, philanthropist, and Kappa Alpha Psi member Michael V. Roberts. We also had the opportunity to visit the NBA headquarters in New York City. Deputy Commissioner Mark Tatum of the NBA welcomed us with open arms. He told us to study hard because there are more people behind the scenes in the NBA than on the basketball court. There are NBA careers in data analytics, digital media, business development, and much more. We can become champions in our own unique way.
On behalf of the Westchester Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, we are delighted to share information on our youth mentoring programs. For young ladies who are in high school, we have our Delta GEMS. GEMS stands for Growing and Empowering Myself Successfully. The Delta GEMS program offers a roadmap for college and career planning through activities that provide opportunities for self-reflection and individual growth. We feature programs for 11 to 14-year-old young ladies through our Dr. Betty Shabazz Delta Academy, designed to offer girls of the African diaspora access to an affirming space that empowers and challenges them to become change agents in their communities. And for our young men, we offer Embody. Embody stands for Empowering Males to Build Opportunities for Developing Independence. Embody engages its participants through interactive dialogue and action, through STEM education, cultural immersions, civic engagement, and service learning. Currently, All of our programs are being offered virtually and at no cost. All of our program volunteers have been screened, interviewed, and risk management trained. For more information, please feel free to visit our website or follow us on social media.
Her Honor Mentoring is a work-based mentoring program providing young women with the opportunity to explore diverse career paths and gain the confidence necessary to meet the demands of the 21st century. We believe that providing strong, positive female role models doesn't just change anything, it changes everything. Her Honor mentees are bright, enthusiastic young women in their senior year of high school with big aspirations. Nearly all are from lower-income homes and proud to be the first in their families to pursue higher education. Her Honor mentors are successful working women from diverse industries and professions who recognize mentoring as a practical solution to helping young women succeed. Throughout their school year, mentees meet weekly at their mentor's workplace, learning business and interpersonal skills, building professional networks, and creating life-changing relationships. Her Honor mentees are paid for their mentoring experience and gain basic knowledge about budgeting money and financial literacy. Mentees also come together for monthly life skills workshops to further develop personal and professional skills. Her Honor Mentoring is a shared value solution, bridging educational and employment gaps for young women while giving businesses a unique opportunity to develop a diverse pipeline of talent, ultimately creating greater opportunities for women in education, business, and in our communities. Become part of our story at www.herhonor.org.
My name is Alana, and my big sister's name is Robin.
Alana and I have been a match for just over a year.
All the time I would just stay in the house and probably just play on the computer with no one, and because I wouldn't be able to go outside, so my life was pretty boring before I met her.
First time we met, a little bit nervous. Just tried to go in just, open.
When I met her, I knew we would be a good match.
Whatever I suggest, she always goes in 100%.
Now I know how much I like art and I like to try new things. Because at first I wasn't as confident, but now I'm really confident. And she's a hero for taking me places I never would have I never probably would not known. Now my life is amazing.
I always say to you, I can eat you up, and it's been true every single time we've been together. So thanks for being my little sister.
Boom. She was comfortable like the minute she sat down. I'm telling you, it was magic. My name is Mitzi.
My name is Myasia. I am 12. My life it's been really boring. Sometimes it could be hard. If she wasn't there, I wouldn't have nobody to talk to. But now that she is there, it's like fun. It's easier to cope with the stuff that we have to go through. I want to get my PhD. I want to travel. I want to go to Paris, Dubai. She's supportive on the stuff that I want to do. She's like, Myasia, you have to work harder. You have to do this. You have to do that so that all your dreams will come true.
And she's my hero because she helped make me comfortable in this role as a big sister. I really appreciate her. And I look forward to seeing Myasia grow up, seeing what she's going to do and how she's going to manage life. And I expect her to always trust that I'll be for her.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for teaching me new things, for helping me. Thank you.
My name is Matthew Stevens. My age is 15 and big brother is Wayne Gersh.
We've been matched for a little over 6 years. I feel that mentors are extremely important.
Now I'm actually trying to better myself. I used to not like to do like academic stuff like homework. Now I'm starting to read like more chapter books, news. Like I'm starting to like actually like try in school now.
And my wife, being a teacher, has given him some very good books, and he's started to read, and I think that it's been good for him.
Yeah, I'd probably struggle a lot more because I probably wouldn't like study and stuff like that. I wouldn't have like a decent schedule for like when I'm at home.
Oh, this guy came into my life when I was 9, guys, and he's still there.
Thank you for always being there for me and making me feel happy and helping me find new ways of learning.
Hi, my name is Frank Williams. I'm the Executive Director of the White Plains Youth Bureau, and I'm so glad and happy to be a part of the New Rochelle Mentoring Expo. The City of White Plains has had mentoring programs going all the way back to 1988, in fact, and we were part of Matilda Cuomo's mentoring program, New York State Mentoring, and for over that period of time, hundreds and hundreds of young people have been a part of our mentoring programs, and hundreds of mentors coming from public and private, from business and faith-based and fraternities and sororities have been working with us to impact the lives of young people. And we've had really great outcomes, and currently we have mentoring programs going on throughout the Youth Bureau and in the City of White Plains. The programs are free. They're operated through the Youth Bureau, and we require that mentors have background checks. And once they do that, we make a match. And mentoring is a one-to-one relationship between a caring adult and a young person. They meet weekly. And some of the programs that we have mentoring in are, we have a regular mentoring program for regular people, young people and adults. We have a young boys mentoring program. We have a mentoring program for My Brother's Keeper. We have a youth court mentoring program. So we have lots of opportunities for adults here in White Plains to connect with young people. And mentoring is a proven evidence-based program that shows that people care about young people and can change the trajectory of youth. So from 1988 until now, we have seen nothing but success with our mentors and our mentees. And so we're just happy to be a part of the New Rochelle Mentors Expo. And if there's anything that we can do to help further the work that you're doing in New Rochelle and to partner with you, we look forward to being a part of that effort. Thank you.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours, it will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure, we will be sure. Oh, glory, 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 oh, glory, glory.
Hands to the heavens, no man, no weapon formed against, yes, glory is destined. Everyday women and men become legends. Sins that go against our skin become blessings. The movement is a rhythm to us. Freedom is like religion to us. Justice is juxtaposition in us. Justice for all just ain't specific enough. One son died, his spirit is revisiting us. It's true and living in us. Resistance is us. That's why Rosa sat on the bus. That's why we walk through Ferguson with our hands up. When it go down, we woman and man up. They say stay down, and we stand up. Shots, we on the ground, the camera panned up. King pointed to the mountaintop, and we ran up.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours, it will be ours. Oh, glory, 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 oh, glory, glory. Now the war is not over, victory isn't won, but we'll fight on to the finish, and then when it's all done, we'll cry glory, oh glory, oh,
man, woman, and child. Even Jesus got his crown in front of a crowd. They march with the torch, we gon' run with it now. Never look back, we done gone hundreds of miles. From dark roads, heroes, to become a hero. Facing the League of Justice, his power was the people.
The mission of Backyard Sports is to bring sports and recreation to those that don't have traditional access, and that includes children with special needs, with cognitive and behavioral challenges, and also with those children and families that don't have resources to provide for those recreational opportunities.
Everyone should be part of the Backyard Sports community because everyone can bond together and be happy and have fun.
Backyard Sports has provided an opportunity for a lot of our parents and our kids to be connected to the community in a way that maybe they haven't been before.
My life would have definitely been different if I didn't go through Backyard Sports.
An organization like Backyard Sports and what they provide goes so much further beyond just the interaction with youth right now.
Our main raison d'etre is to use what goes on in the playing field to impact the life off of the playing field.
The young people who engage with these activities now would go on to be leaders in their communities, and that pays itself forward.
I feel like Backyard Sports has really helped me to just find the good in things.
It made me appreciate life.
One of the most transforming event was back in my end of my freshman year when my father passed. Really changed me in the fact that, I didn't know what to do with my life after that point. But then I know that it was something that I had to learn on my own to overcome and to take part in the journey that he wanted me to continue. And part of that being that, join different programs such as MBK, other programs within my high school, just to show who I was to the world and to let other people know that I didn't break down and that I'm the person that I am and that I will continue with my life. Thank you.
I've always been interested in skin and hair, and one thing these mind hustlers always drilled into my head was that it was feminine. Dermatology is feminine. You need to do something else. Go play sports. And I am an athlete, and I will be an athlete, but it stuck with me that dermatology was seen as something feminine because for a while I believed it. I went from performing my highest in the classroom to falling lower, sticking with these people, hanging around these people. I watched my average drop slowly and slowly every year. But then when I joined MBK and seen myself surrounded by so many successful and older colored men, it helped me realize that you can't let them win.
Hi, I'm Delano Allen. I'm in 10th grade, and what I learned today is to fight for love.
Hey, my name is Trinity. This morning going into the archery company, that I didn't really know much about the industry, the music industry, and after a long day, I've learned a lot of information about it, and it was a really great experience.
So as you can see, we have some incredible organizations doing some incredible work in the community and making a tremendous impact. We're going to prepare for our breakout sessions, but again, if you just joined us, we will certainly welcome you to register to participate in the breakout sessions. And we have the link posted on the screen right now. So if you want, you can register right now. It only takes a couple of seconds, and then you can certainly find out more information by participating in one of the breakout sessions where you'll be able to speak with one of the representatives from the organizations that you just saw. And also, as we go into this break, for those who are just joining or still streaming, I should say, we will start playing the videos over again. So thank you. We're going to now break for our breakout sessions. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We hope you enjoyed the first half, and we hope you also were able to enter into the breakout sessions and speak with representatives individually, and we hope the discussion was helpful. We are now going to showcase the next 8 mentoring videos, after which you will again have the opportunity to speak with representatives from these programs in the breakout sessions. And we are going to hear now, or see videos, I should say now, from DJ Whatever, Mentoring in Medicine, Inspiring Minds, the New Rochelle YMCA, Coda Club of New Rochelle, Urban Legacy, Build for Life, and Comfort Zone Camp.
Perfect. People get inspired by because they look at the DJs do it and then they learn it and they might want to do it when they get older.
It's longer than any other classes during school hours.
Awesome, awesome, great job.
2 hours after school at PS1X.
This is fun, school is fun.
Where the turntables are their notebooks.
Just transitioning from one song to the next.
And DJ Whatever is their teacher.
The things that they're able to do, even within the matter of me just teaching them for 3 weeks, I'm blown away. I'm like, don't take my job.
DJ Whatever grew up here in the Bronx, taught himself how to DJ, and now you can hear him on Power 105.1, iHeartRadio, Z100, and at Mets games.
Who knows where the tempo is?
New to the resume, the creator of a 12-week program called Whatever It Takes DJ Academy at this Melrose school.
Make sure they're able to communicate, make sure they're able to improvise. I feel like they're learning a lot of life skills and things that they can use just in the future, no matter what profession they go into.
These 3rd through 5th graders already realizing how they've grown.
Now I'm not scared anymore. I'm not shy. I know people better, and I'm not afraid to DJ in front of anybody.
Through encouragement,
excellent, high fives, man.
Expressing themselves, future DJs or not, they're learning to take control of the turntables here and in their future. In Melrose, Jessica Cunnington, News 12, The Bronx.
The world is yours. Take it. Yes, I can. 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 Yes, you can. Yes, I 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 can. Yes, you can. Am I read? Am I lead? Am I serve? Am indeed? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Am I read? Am I lead? Am I serve? Am indeed? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I can be anything that I want to be. The only obstacles are ones that I put in front of me. They said I wouldn't make it, said I couldn't do it. I gotta prove them wrong, hit the books, review it. This is my moment, I'm telling you. All I wanna be is a healthcare professional. The servant lead, educating, informed. Determination, help me weather the storm. Brain surgeon, heart surgeon, maybe pediatrics. All it takes is hard work and practice. I got this. My community needs me now more than ever. You inspire me, I do the same, the more the better. They wanna know where all of my time spent at. Working hard, trying to get 45 on the MCAT. And I know I can, I know what it has to be. If you believe in you, repeat after me. Yes, I can. 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 Am I read? Am I lead? Am I serve? Am indeed? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Am I read? Am I lead? Am I serve? Am indeed? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
My name is Mark Chung, and I'm the president and co-founder of Inspiring Young Minds.
My name is Marian Chang. I'm the co-founder and director of Inspiring Young Minds.
When we started this program, it started from a simple passion. Over these past 7 years, we have helped to place over 130 kids into some of the most prestigious schools. My wife shares the same passion that we had for our son, and as he grows into a young man now, we can see what he is becoming, and we wanted that for other families just like ourselves. Our greatest regret is that our oldest son did not get this opportunity. Yet we wanted to share that information with others.
My name is Mark Chong Jr., son of Mark Chong. I attended the Kent School. As soon as I saw all these boarding schools, I fell in love with these places, and I knew this was home for me. But when I went to boarding school, there were only about 12 kids in my class, 12-to-1 teaching ratio. And my favorite experience from boarding school has to be traveling to Juarez and Virginia. Both of those trips I did community service. It was a really good experience because you got to see the hardships that other people live. And then you come back here and you realize how much you value life.
Before I was a struggling student, wasn't doing so well.
After the program and attending HOSAC, he finished his 9th year on the honor roll. They tend to zone into the particulars of the needs of the children. And I'm just happy to say I'm just totally happy with the results of IYM.
I am Maria Morales, and I am the mother of Isabella Morales. Before meeting Mark Chong from Inspiring Young Minds, I'd never thought about boarding schools. I thought about good schools, but not sending my child somewhere far. And Isabella now goes to a boarding school, and she's having the time of her life. She's able now to have certain classes that she dreamed of, but couldn't have before. I'm so happy that I took that leap of faith.
I've been working with Mark Chong and IYM for 8 years, and I would say that the reason I have worked with IYM for 8 years is essentially because of Mark Chong. He's a very inspiring man. He did this 8 years ago out of a gym, and there were about 6 schools there, and since then it's grown into this amazing event.
My name is Kyle Mason. I'm Director of Outreach and Recruitment at the Kate School in California. I've been working with Mark Chung and Inspiring Young Minds since 2004 now, and it's been a wonderful experience. Mark Chung delivers excellent families from diverse backgrounds throughout the New York City area, and they do very, very well in our environments. I've really enjoyed working with him and his families. He supports his students fully. He even comes and visits them in our campuses.
Before Inspiring Young Minds, I knew pretty much nothing about boarding schools. Since Inspiring Young Minds and attending the gunnery, I was able to hone my creative writing skills, and so I'm now attending Hunter College. I'm hoping to probably become an author one day.
Hi, my name is Stefan Bumbry. I work at the New Rochelle YMCA. I work with the youth and childcare, as well as I'm also a martial arts coach. The New Rochelle YMCA is a multi-generational organization engaging children as early as 6 months old to older adults. Our youth programs, including after school and summer camp, run from 3 up to 15 years old. Our teen leadership programs, including our new youth and government program, start at 14 and run to 18 years old. We also feature a number of teen fitness classes, such as our Holistic Warrior program and Teen Circuit class, appropriate for youth 14 and up. Well, depending on the program, there may be fees associated. This includes programs such as swimming lessons, summer camp, and childcare fees. However, programs such as the fitness classes are a perk included with membership at the New Rochelle YMCA. This includes classes such as our lifeguard physical prep class, MMA for You, turbo boxing, and our boot camps. We are also looking to expand our programs that are free to the community, such as our Youth and Government program, which introduces teenagers to the intricacies of state and local politics. All of our programs take place at our branch located at 50 Wayman Avenue, New Rochelle, New York, near Glen Island Park. The YMCA follows a standard that all of our programs help individuals balance their minds, bodies, and spirits. For anyone participating in our programs, they can expect to find themselves challenged to pursue healthier lifestyles, learn something new every day, and to build a stronger sense of self and community. Of course, we always try to make a few friends along the way too. As a childcare site, the New Rochelle YMCA takes the safety and well-being of our children and families seriously. All of our staff and volunteers are screened and attend youth protection safety training as part of their enrollment. In addition, all of the members in our facility, as part of our nationwide YMCA membership program, are also screened. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Marcasano, and I'm the founder and president of the Harris Project. I'm joined by Pina Palmisano, who is the Student Assistance Counselor at New Rochelle High School. I founded an organization called the Harris Project after my 19-year-old son died by accidental overdose in 2013. The Harris Project focuses on the prevention and treatment of co-occurring disorders, which is the combination of one or more mental health challenges and substance misuse and addiction. At New Rochelle High School, we have a CODA club, Co-Occurring Disorders Awareness. It's designed to empower young people to understand pathways to substance misuse and addiction, to increase the opportunities for early intervention and support, and to create a generation without stigma. CODA at New Rochelle High School is a really exciting place to be. We do presentations and assemblies and Zoom get-togethers. There are CODA-themed homecomings and athletic games. The CODA SAD mocktail party is always a big event, and there are many other activities that we host. These are just some of the examples of what CODA looks like at New Rochelle High School. The Harris Project has also received a grant that allows us to do evidence-based treatment for co-occurring disorders with many Westchester providers. It's a great fit for 12 to 28-year-olds who have both mental health disorders and substance misuse diagnoses. The clinical team provides a whole bunch of incredible services that bring these two conversations together. And this is an example. These are all of the contacts for all of the providers in the county. This is my contact information if you want to know more about the Harris Project or CODA. And now I'm going to introduce Pina Palmisano.
Hi, everyone. My name is Pina Palmisano, and I'm the Student Assistance Counselor in New Rochelle High School. So I work for Student Assistance Services, but I'm actually located in the high school, and I provide services to all 9th through 12th graders. I provide assessments and make a referral if necessary. I provide individual and group counseling. I provide faculty consultations, parent consultations, and parent presentations. I coordinate substance use prevention activities and assemblies. And I'm the prevention advisor, club advisor to SAD, Students Against Destructive Decisions, and the CODA Club. Most students do come to me by self-referral, but I also get numerous referrals from different peers, faculty, and parents, and some of them can be anonymous. And obviously during the COVID-19 remote school days, students or parents can email me and arrange a phone or a virtual appointment.
This is Pina's contact information. We're so excited to have you and your students get involved with CODA and to know that the Student Assistance Counselor and services are available at New Rochelle High School. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for your interest in urbanlegacy.org. Our mission is to end the racially motivated wealth gap and help Black Americans amass intergenerational wealth. Our strategies for economic justice include STEM training, entrepreneurship coaching, accountability partnerships, and other revenue-generating activities. Black Americans usually seek solutions through the political process. However, elected officials prioritize property taxpayers and employers until election years, and schools are more adept at filling the school-to-prison pipeline than they are at preparing Black students for the economy. It's time for innovation. We aim to disrupt these outdated systems that only institutionalize racism and make poverty cyclical. Our objective is to create equity by introducing Black youth directly to market. We have them learn by trial and error, earning their own income, managing property, and even employing their peers. In 2020, Urban Legacy partnered with the STEM Alliance of Larchmont-Mamaroneck, providing the Girls Do Tech Camp for Black girls in 5th through 9th grade to learn web design on the Wix platform. From our very first program, we were able to provide Black youth with the skills necessary to ideate their startup, make transactions online, and own the fruits of their labor while they learn about their culture. Accountability creates tangible outcomes. Immediately after our camp, 33% of our participants told us they started their own e-commerce stores. We can confidently say our first program brought young Black entrepreneurs into the digital economy. Our digital infrastructure gives us national reach. We've already had participants from as far away as Massachusetts and Michigan. For 2021, Urban Legacy is focused on 3 initiatives. First, to bring co-ed camps to middle school students, especially for Black boys who have unique needs and learning styles. Second, a STEM-powered entrepreneurship workshop for opportunity youth, young adults ages 16 to 25 who are unemployed or unenrolled in academia. And finally, a work group for Black entrepreneurs of all ages to collaborate, compete, and grow their kingdoms together. Urban Legacy needs your help to continue doing good work. We need help with IRS filing fees for tax-exempt status, grants to scale our programs up, volunteers, STEM trainers, and more. Most of all, we need help filling our camps and welcome you to invite the Black youth and young adults in your life to join us. Thank you all for your interest. Please check out urbanlegacy.org, and we hope to hear from you soon.
Build for Life and Rep Athletics have teamed up to create a comprehensive social experience for students. We use movement, body awareness, and team-building exercises to make our students feel comfortable with their peers, but most importantly, with themselves. Sign up now and let's build for life.
Comfort Zone Camp is a bereavement camp for kids ages 7 to 17 who have lost a parent or sibling. This is a free service to about 65 kids that attend every single one of our camps. Camps are focused on providing a therapeutic approach to grief, trying to create as many opportunities as possible for kids to express themselves in a healthy way. Whether it's talking in a healing circle, whether it's a group activity, our mission is to build a community, to build a place where a kid can come and grieve, heal, and grow in a safe environment, and that's what we're creating with our volunteers.
That's sort of the theme of this place, is to take a safe risk, and we make it safe for people and kids to share their story.
Death and the grieving process, that you always think to yourself, this is so unique, no one understands, no one really gets what I'm going through, and to be able to come here, you're surrounded by people who are going through the same situation. It really is, it's life-changing.
I thought that nobody was going to understand the pain that I was feeling, and I was actually pretty scared. And then when I got here, I don't want to leave.
And they'll, one by one, have the opportunity to tell in their words what's happened. For them to say, I've lost my dad or my mom died. And you really get to understand what are some core challenges the kids are having and what they're doing to either help with that or what they're hiding from. The idea is for them to have some healthy coping skills to take home with them.
For all my regrets.
Later, regrets! See ya! Wouldn't want to be ya. And it's a great opportunity for these kids to really build new relationships, be themselves, allow themselves to laugh, not to take themselves so seriously anymore.
Again, we have shown you more organizations that are doing incredible things and creating incredible impact in the community. And in case you just joined us and you still haven't registered, we'll post that again. And if it wasn't clear, sorry for the first time, but when you go and you register, you will be directed to the homepage of Hopin. Then on the left, you'll see the icons for sessions. You click on sessions, and that will direct you to the organizations that we were just showing. And there you'll be able to click on and find representatives from those organizations where you can talk to individually, and they can field your questions. So if you would like to now, you can join us in those breakout sessions, and you can go to the link that is posted if you haven't registered, and you can register there, and with Hopin, they'll direct you to the home page. You'll go to the left of your screen and you'll see sessions. You'll click on sessions and you'll see the list of the organizations there, and you'll see those organizations that you just saw the presentation for. Hope to see you there. Well, this brings us to the end of our event today. We certainly are grateful for your participation and watching us and streaming us. For all those who watch, we are truly grateful for you being with us on this MLK weekend during National Mentoring Month. We certainly want to thank all of our participants. We do want to give a great big thank you to our engineers at L2 Web Media Group, Mr. Derek Hatwood and Mr. Devron Chambers. Thank you so much for helping us with this presentation. Also to the judges, Davidson, Humphrey, and Rice. We thank their participation, as well as our panelists, Mr. Frank Williams and Mr. J.J. West. Special thank you to the Milestone 6 Committee of MBKNewRo. Thank you for all of your help. And definitely a big kudos to our co-event co-chair for the event, Ms. Lisa Burton, and also former co-chairperson of Milestone 6. Thank you so much, all. And we're going to end. There may be some people who will still stick around in the breakout sessions. If you're still wrapping up there, that's great. And we hope that you got a lot of information. We hope that it was useful. And if you have any follow-up questions for one of our presenters, please email us at info@mbknewro.com, and we will be happy to forward to our presenters. And if you're interested in volunteering, donating, or finding out more information about MBK New Rochelle, please contact us at info@mbknewro.com. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and thank you for making this a great day.